Welcome back, everybody. Oh my God.
There's my girl.
There's my girl. Oh my gosh. So, welcome to Woo Mama's podcast, everyone, as my light goes out. We have not been here for a while, and
Yes.
we have missed it, but we've both been very busy. And we are so happy to be back. I'm Colleen Carlson, and
And I'm Gina Petropoli.
yes, and she's the wonderful Gina Petropoli, and she is in Rochester, New York, and I am in Placitas, New Mexico now. So we're worlds away, but close in spirit.
Very close in spirit.
Yeah,
Still connected.
connected. She's my
um,
go-to.
I miss you.
Me too. I know we're not going to cry because
We're not
I'm
going to cry.
crying.
Please don't think that this is the first time we've connected with each other since she left. We don't leave each other alone.
We're like driving to the grocery store, talking, 11 o'clock at night, texting, audio messages. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And if for those of you who have a bestie out there, I want to say this. We just want to acknowledge that those people, they're rare. They're just rare. And Gina and I found each other, and like honestly, there are days I literally don't know what I would do without you.
Oh, well, I feel the same way about you, honestly. Yep. When you have that one person that you just can connect with, tell anything to, and you get so much out of it. It's a blessing. It's a blessing. So honor, if you have somebody in your life like that, just thank God and honor them every single day, because I'm very, very blessed and lucky to
Yeah,
have you.
me too. I feel the same. And we also, laugh our butts off. Right?
Yeah. You can't put us two together. We're those two schoolgirls that you can't put next to each other.
Exactly. I love that energy, right? Yeah.
That's right.
Anything serious, we had that actually happen at the healing house. Okay.
We
So,
did. Yep.
yeah. What was
During a beautiful, gorgeous sound healing, Colleen and I started laughing and we couldn't stop.
I think somebody's stomach was growling, wasn't it? Or what was it? I forgot
That
what.
too. I think that too. And that's, just one more thing that made us laugh, because we don't even know what we were laughing about.
We don't. And we don't
Yeah.
need to know.
We don't need a reason. Nope. We don't need a reason. So
So
we are here to sit and update you on what's coming up for October. We actually have an agenda for October.
so excited. People have
I
been,
can't believe it's October 1st tomorrow.
I know. And we should talk about the new moon and the South Node just quickly.
Oh,
Right?
yes. Yep.
So for everybody who's watching, so you probably know we're in eclipse season, because if you're listening to a Woo Woo Mamas podcast, you probably know a little bit of woo woo, and that might be astrology, spirituality, whatever. But if you don't know, I'll tell you in a nutshell. So we are in eclipse season. The full moon was a few weeks ago, and it was a big one. It was a powerful one. If you're feeling challenged, if you're feeling afraid, if you're feeling like you need to take some big step, okay, but you're not quite ready, it's that kind of powerful energy, and it's transformative energy. And so now we're moving into, let's see, today is Monday, Tuesday. I think Wednesday is the new moon. It's also the solar eclipse. It's in the South Node. So if you do anything with astrology, you can look up your chart and find out what sign is in your South Node. And then and then Google it, and then you will read about it and learn what part of your life is being affected by this big eclipse new moon. And it's a very powerful time. So North Node, which was about a month ago, is bringing up stuff that we need to look at. And then South Node, which is happening, is about releasing it, letting it all go to then start new. But it's bigger than just a regular new moon, because Gina knows, and Gina's YouTube channel has manifestation videos and meditations, and you can check that out. We'll put some links, after the podcast, and you can look at them. And that's about a time for manifestation, for praying for things, right? To resolve and happen and give you some focus, right? Well, this new moon being an eclipse has a lot of potency, a lot of energy. It's a lot of letting go. It's big, big shift, big change. And you might be feeling the emotions of it and not even understanding it. I know I am. I mean, I'm in a big change. I moved across the country, which is a big change, but there's been a lot of big changes because of those decisions that I wasn't prepared for. I'm going through that now. Gina's been helping me with that. If you need any help in um, kind of getting focused or balanced or sort of waking up to where you're at. Gina is a wonderful practitioner to go see. She does remote healing as well. I mean, I go to her still, and so she can help you kind of discern, like, where you're at. So that's what I'll say about the North Node, South Node. So it's a big time of letting go and a big shift for the future.
So two things. I will piggyback off of what she just said. First of all, thank you. We have seen each other.
Yeah.
I have gone to Colleen. I keep saying I need to go back to you again. Energy healers need energy healing. We need our balance. Sometimes we need to untangle things, like we're human, right? So, so I will likewise say that Colleen has amazing services. I mean, you started on Zoom before you went to in person, and then now you're back to a lot of Zoom. So you're not new to it. And oh man, her perspective, what she's able to see is unbelievable. And so I will speak the same for Colleen, that I send many people to her. We work in conjunction with each other. And the most amazing thing is seeing the progress. So
Yes.
it's a blessing. So the second thing I want to say, talking about all of this astrology stuff,
Yeah.
and I hope I'm not putting you on the spot here,
No.
but what I have been feeling, I feel a very heavy energy, but what I'm feeling with it is it's an energy that can either make you or break you.
Mm.
And I'm getting chills when I say that. I am witnessing the breaking of some people. And I don't know. I'm just kind of curious. Does that ring true for you, or is this just something that coincidentally I'm seeing around me?
No, I think that is an assessment, right? You're aware of that. And even if we're not aware of it in our personal life, or say some friends or family or even clients, right? We can see it playing out on the world stage, okay?
Oh yeah.
So when you say making you or breaking you, um, both of those things are in tandem. We can't be made unless we're broken, unless there's some crack, think about the caterpillar, right? I use that as an
Mhm.
example. In the chrysalis, has no idea that he's transforming or it is transforming. And so but what a mess, right? What a mess that
Mhm.
is. And then what comes out of it. And that is in nature everywhere. And I think in this time, especially with what's been happening in the world, what's been happening in the United States recently, um, with catastrophe, right? They're out of that, and it's hard for us to see it because it's painful. When we're going through something, we're in pain, we're suffering, and people are suffering. Friends and family may be suffering. We may be suffering ourselves, right? But there is something on the other side of that. So our brokenness can bring us to such a beautiful place eventually.
Mhm.
So yeah, make it or break it, right?
Yeah, and that's the thing. It's either you are going to transform
Yep.
or you're not. You're gonna
Huh.
go in a complete opposite direction. That's what I'm seeing.
And it's attitudinal too, because if we resist these things, if we don't allow our lives to be organic, and we resist these changes, these shifts, these emotional upheavals, okay? If we resist them, or we medicate them, or we pretend that they don't exist, or we just go, oh, love and light and everything's beautiful, and you're breaking in half, um, we then can become very bitter, right? But we're really
Yes.
upset at ourselves for not allowing that organic, that beautiful detoxification to happen, right? So that we can become more of who we truly are and express that. And our attitude, right, can keep us in a heap on the floor, broken
Mhm.
without the change. So
Yep.
you might notice that people being mostly angry, people being bitter. I think
Same.
that has
Yeah.
a place, but I think, we have to like feel that, deal with it, and go beyond it. Um,
Yeah.
but acknowledge it too. I mean, people are mad now, people are upset, people are hurting. Absolutely. We're not going to say love and light to people when they're in tragedy,
Right.
right?
Exactly.
Yeah. So there's a lot of shifts. It ultimately, if you look back at history in any capacity, you can look back at your own history, you can look back at, governmental history, cultural histories. There's always a fall, right?
Oh, always.
There's a rise and a fall. And the rise, if it becomes too egoic, it has to fall. There's no.
Mhm.
And so then you fall and then you pick up the pieces and then you go,
Yep.
okay, second, this, I'm not going to be egoic. I'm not just going to be self-centered. I'm not going to be, um, live in fear or anger or be a bully or whatever, however it shows up, right? We have to get to heart chakra,
Yeah,
right?
always. Most important.
Yeah. Yeah.
Where's that?
Yep. And so this girl helps me get to heart chakra am when I am feeling broken, when I am afraid. I mean, we did a major move, when I am pissed off. I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
there you have that.
And that's that.
All right. So tell me where you're at, because I've been chatting away over here.
I mean, just kind of doing my thing, I'm at the healing house,
Yep.
enjoying myself there, trying to expand a few more things. I think I'm still saying the same thing I've been saying a year ago. If only I had more hours in the day to, I keep taking on more and more things, but yeah, just I'm getting more into manifesting, trying to create services for manifesting, trying to put together a manifesting challenge for 7 days so that we're all engaged, so that you can, I think 7 days is enough to see if you feel the shift, to see if you feel anything changing. So I'm trying to put that together, and I'm basing it on the 369 method.
Mhm.
So more to come with that. And what else? Just on the side, my little side gig for affiliate marketing. That's been fun. That's been a lot of fun. It's a grind, but it's fun. And, just takes up more of my time that I don't have. But
Gina,
it's fun.
out of everyone at the Healing House, which if you don't know, we all worked together. We are all colleagues, and we're still colleagues. And at the Healing House, there were what, five or six of us, maybe seven at
Yeah.
different times. Yeah. And we and I lost my train of thought. I think, what was I gonna say? I
We
looked
were
at my
talking
notes.
about,
Um,
I don't know. I just finished,
class.
I'm busy. I don't have enough hours in the day, affiliate marketing.
Oh yeah. I remember now.
Oh,
Okay, so Gina, out of all of us,
oh.
okay, is the tech marketing woman. Like she knows,
Oh.
and she loves the camera, and she's so gorgeous on camera, and she just, whips up these videos, and she's like, "I just do it like this, and here's the buttons." And Katie and I are like, "Huh?" And yeah, okay, could you show me how to
Yeah,
do that? Yeah. So
I would love to.
yeah, you're really good at that. And I want to say, is this 369 manifestation? Is it a course? Are you going to do it online? Is it open
I'm
to?
gonna do it. Yeah, I'm gonna do it online. I'm gonna do it so that you can download sheets, and then I'm basically putting together a it's kind of like a program for each day. What we're gonna do in meditations. We're gonna do money block, like releasing money blocks.
Okay.
And I'm gonna have you like teach you what you're supposed to be journaling every day, and you do it in a 369 pattern. And it's interesting. Yeah, the whole principle behind it is interesting. It's based on Nikola Tesla's principle of 369 and the repeating numbers, and it has an energy to it, so, and a frequency. So we're trying to get into alignment so we can start achieving our goals. And we all need it, even
Yeah.
I need it. So yeah, so there's a book I got, and it just, I don't know, it connected. I felt connected to that way of doing it. I've done manifesting before and it works,
Yep.
but this is a new method I'm trying. So before I write the course, I'm like doing it now.
That's great.
And so we'll see what it brings, but I think it'll be fun. I thought it would be a lot of fun, and it will bring people together. And the goal is to just cheer each other on and see how this works, so you can bring it into your everyday life.
Yeah,
So
I love it. So I definitely want to take it when you get that going. Yeah.
yeah,
And the other part of it too is, like you said, frequency. And I want to stress this a lot, very intensely too, because frequency is kind of where we're all moving. We're leaving, the systems, right? We're leaving all the, this is the way you do it, this is the way we've always done it, and we're tapping into more of the energies and the frequency of things, the vibrations of
yeah,
things, and following that, which ultimately is really our intuition too, right? Like, does
yes,
does it resonate? Is it,
yeah.
you know what am I, I know that even like, when you did that one class that I took, I can't remember the name of it.
Was
What
it one word?
the one word? Yes, the one word. Okay, it was
Mhm.
one word, right? And and I remember, like, there was a word that I wanted, and I couldn't. That was not the word that I
Yep,
was using. It was like there, but vibrationally there was something else that was better suited. And
yep,
right now I can't even remember what it was, but and I couldn't get away from it. In fact, I started seeing the word out in the world, like, and I was like, no, I don't want that word. I want this word. And
isn't
and I,
that funny?
yeah, and I couldn't. And I think somebody else in the class even said that too, that they wanted.
Yes,
So that's what I'm saying. Like
yep.
that's our vibration, that's our frequency, and that's our intuition.
Always follow it. Always follow your gut. It's never wrong.
Right. It's never wrong. Always correct, even if it seems crazy to the world or even crazy to you.
Yep.
All right. So we have a whole lineup.
Month of October.
October. We start things in the fall, you and me. We
I know
were
it.
last year too. Holy. Um, so we're kicking off our podcast tonight. And those of you who will watch it, you're going to be watching it probably in a couple of days. Um, and then we're going to start with we're going to do our podcast on Mondays, and it'll probably be ready for viewing by, I would say, by Wednesday, maybe Tuesday. If Sean could teach me how to do the intro and the ending music. He did one time, but I can't remember how to do it. So, but
Okay.
in the meantime, he'll be doing it. So it's just based on his work schedule. So, but right now we're going to be doing Mondays and probably posting on Wednesday. So, um, for our first one will be next Monday. Um,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes. So Dan Crisafulli, he's my cousin actually. He wrote a book called Death Positive,
Mhm.
and he's going to be talking to us about what he has explored, experienced, learned about death and what it means, different cultures. He's trying to put a different spin on it so it's not so negative. And so we're going to be talking to him about that. So that's going to be very interesting.
Mhm.
And just so you know, like anything that we're talking about with books and stuff, we're going to put links in the comments or in the description
Mhm.
so that you can, if you wanted to purchase any of these books, you can go and you can just click the link to get there.
Yep.
But yeah, so Death Positive, we're really excited to talk to him.
Yep. I'm really excited. I haven't finished the book yet. You loaned it to me, so I'm hoping to finish it. I don't have much left, but I'm hoping to.
Yeah.
And then on the 14th, we're hoping I should look at my text messages because I just texted. Um, she was on our podcast before, and Andrea Tate is her name, and she just put this book out, Love Yourself Back to Life, after a harrowing experience. She actually had a heart attack at a very young age. I think she was 48, right?
Yep.
And she just took sort of that assessment of her whole life and then talks about it in the book. She's a mom. She's a woo-woo mama like us. And um, she's been she's been a client of both of ours. Now
Yep.
she's a friend and
She's
really
dynamic, and
it's
you don't need
crazy.
her text. Andrea won't miss a party, so she'll be here.
She's a fellow
She'll be
Leo.
here.
Yeah, I'm just seeing if she responded yet, just to see. No, she hasn't. Okay.
Ask her if
Yeah.
her ask her if her ears are ringing.
Yeah, she's crazy. You will love her. So you can go to our YouTube channel, Woo Woo Mamas, and you can look for her podcast. She's on there with us.
Yep.
I think it was like around this time of the year last year, right? Or was
Yeah,
it?
it was. I
Yeah,
think it was.
yeah.
Yeah, or it was in the summertime, like leading into
Oh,
the
yeah,
fall. It might have
right.
been that because I
Yeah,
think I was sitting on my deck for that one.
yeah. I think you were. You
I
were.
was.
Um, Yeah, and so she's a ball of fire. She's amazing. Yeah, she has a great story. She just all of it. She's beautiful. So we'll have a lot of fun. So that's on the 14th. And then on the 21st, we're hoping I sent out all these texts today. I mean, everybody knows. It's just we hadn't settled on a date. So on the 21st, we're going to have my friend who's been my friend for I was in college when I met him, so a long time, we'll just say. And Michael Cunningham, he is a screenwriter and a comedian, a dad and a husband and all these wonderful things. Deeply spiritual guy. And he had been trying for many, many decades to get a movie produced. And finally, he did. The movie has been made and it comes out this Christmas season, this holiday season. And it's called The Christmas Letter. And we are all familiar with those Christmas letters that we get from friends and family,
Yeah.
the ones I
The
never
ones that
write.
omit all the bad shit that's happened throughout the year.
That's right. They only
Those letters.
Yeah, it's only the highlights. And they may even be a little bit exaggerated, who knows? But
Yeah,
so
really.
yeah, so his movie comes
Yeah.
out. We're very excited. We're gonna do a two or a three-parter with him because we want to really learn about his backstory for all of you
Yes.
creatives out there.
He's such an interesting guy. Really nice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
lovely guy. And so yeah, we're hoping to have a few podcasts with him leading up to the movie. He has some bigger name people that are in the movie, Chevy Chase, Randy Quaid, and some others. The typical holiday funny,
Yep.
movie. So I'm really excited. We're excited to go see that, and then also support him in this process.
Yes.
And we'll put links to everything. And then I'm hoping on the 28th to have Natasha Soul. She has just also written a
Yes.
book. She is a woo-woo mama, and she lives in the Pacific Northwest. And I've been friends with her for a number of years, and she's a special soul. And she has just written a book as well, about our healing journeys. And I'll put a link in. So we've had her on before too. You can go back and
Yeah.
look at those videos on our channel. So yeah, so we actually might have all of October, Gina.
I think we got it. I think we got it.
Woo!
Yes.
So exciting.
October's filled.
October is filled, and we're
Yes.
going to try and, stick with the rhythm.
Yeah.
I mean, life happens, but I know you have a lot going on your TikTok channel too, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe,
Yeah. But it's the kind of thing where I do my recording whenever I can. But for those who want to, maybe I can put a link to my TikTok shop. So I created a page. And one of these days, I won't do it tonight, but I will tell you how I manifested that page because it's really hard to get a TikTok shop, especially when you don't have 5,000 followers. And I did it with a little over 1,000 followers on a whim. I got accepted in. They were allowing, and I was manifesting, numbers. I was just manifesting like, get me to 5,000 viewer or followers. And it just ended up that they had this short window where they were allowing people with over 1,000 or over to get in. So I got in, and a week later they shut it down. So I got in by the skin of my teeth, and not everybody was let in. You have to apply for it.
yeah. Yeah.
And so I don't know, I got spun into that. So it's been really interesting, and I know a lot of people are trying to get into TikTok shop. So I have so one of these days I can tell you about it. I can even tell you on my own page. I can make a video on my own page about it, so we don't have to, because it's not really a woo-woo thing. But if you wanted to follow me, what I do there is, yes, I am promoting products for people, but I stick with things that I use, that I love. And I have a lot of it has to do with clean eating. Like I just sampled all these dressings and stuff that have no seed oils in them, and
Mm.
stuff like that. So I stick with like natural things, skincare that's more natural, skincare that really, really works, tools like skincare tools, like different things with beauty, you name it, just stuff that we all love. And I try to, like, when it comes to products, I do try to find things that are more natural that I really, really like and that I use. So anything I'm promoting is something that I use in my house.
Yeah.
But it's been fun. It's been it's a challenge. So it's a lot of fun. And hoping it's everything that I thought it would be.
Knowing you, it will be. You'll make it
I,
that
I
way.
I hope so. Yeah, that's the goal. That's the goal. You got to grind. It's a grind, but
Yeah.
the rewards are really, really good if you put the work in. So that's what I'm doing right now, and I'm gonna see.
And you
We
also
shall see.
enjoy it. That's you enjoy doing it.
It's an outlet. It's a lot of fun, and it's an outlet. And I've always loved sharing things with people that I love. I've always done that. So not in that kind of a way, but like in different ways.
Yeah.
So, and I will tell you, Colleen, that doing the Woo Woo Mamas actually helped to get me a little bit more comfortable in front of a camera because that was not my space. I really like, I don't,
Oh,
being in front of a camera was not my thing. And making videos at first was, it was weird. I was just like, oh, it was uncomfortable to see myself and to critique myself. But then you're just kind of like, who gives a shit, right? Then you
exactly.
just get into it and you're like, okay, you just get comfortable. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like everything. No matter what you do in life, you do it enough, you just get comfortable with it, and then you just don't care.
Right.
So,
And you stop scrutinizing yourself because you're actually enjoying it too.
oh yeah, because
Yeah.
now when I screw up, I'm like, I'm just going to keep it because this is what happened, and those are the ones that get the biggest views. So, go
It-
figure.
yeah. Well,
Authentic,
I
authenticity.
that's what I was just gonna say. I was
Hmm.
really gonna say authenticity is at the end of the day, people seek that more than anything else, right?
Yeah, they want to see the real you,
The
and
real you.
yep. So.
So I have a couple of things coming up. So I am finishing a book that is about it's a spiritual book, but it's about different medicinal beverages.
I love that. Oh my gosh.
Spiritual medicinal beverages. And like you, I can't, first of all, I'm not a seller. I like what I like, and if somebody says, "Oh, where'd you get that?" or what, I will tell people, but I'm not really a good seller. So, but all of these beverages that I have learned throughout the years, through meditation, I'm a big prayer person. I'm a big meditator. I meditate with beverages. They have spiritual, medicinal, physical healing. There's a lot of components to these beverages. And so I thought, you know what? from now on, I'm only going to do me. And since I drink these beverages, you know, all day long throughout my whole healing processes, even when I was a new mother, I mean, I've been doing this for a long time. It just seemed right. So I'm finishing this
Mhm.
book this fall, and I'm hoping to do some talks locally here too, and make and sell some of these beverages. And the book is a recipe book. It's a learning book. It talks about the effects this has on the body, mind, and spirit,
Oh, I love that.
where it originated from, and also there's a plot of land on our property, just this one space that's perfect for an herb garden. So I'm going to be actually growing my own, drying them, and making them as well. So I'm excited about that book. It's going to start out as an ebook first, and then I'll make it into a regular like paperback book.
Nice.
Yeah, so I'm excited
Very
about
nice.
that. And then I'm also working on another book, which chronicles my journey here, how I got here to New Mexico, um, in the spiritual way, right? Following your intuition. And I will tell you, like we said, following our intuition is never wrong. Now, even if we're doing it and it feels uncomfortable, even if we're crying for a few days in a row, right? Even if we're challenged by it, um, the only thing that I can compare it to is we're both mothers, and it would be for me, intuitively, I knew I was ready to be a mother. Like I intuitively
Yep.
knew. Then I got pregnant, and then I was terrified. It's like, oh my,
Hmm.
I'm pregnant. Like, what does this mean? How is this baby coming out? Like just all these crazy thoughts.
Yeah.
Then you have the baby, but there's no going back. It's like it's your
Yep.
intuition. And so it's still challenging. Think about how difficult it was when we were new mothers, right? With our children. And
Yeah.
yeah, so our intuition, that's what this other book is about. It's about following your intuition, and just sort of chronically what's the word?
Chronologically,
Chronologically. Thank you.
what she said.
Thank you. Thank you, Webster. Yeah. That. So it chronicles our experience here. So that'll be another book, and I'm excited about
That sounds
that. And I'm
really
saying them
exciting.
out loud because if I don't talk about them, then they're just going to be in my mind or on my computer.
Yeah. Yep. No, you have right action. So that's the big thing that I've learned with manifesting. So action, like if we don't take action, nothing is going to happen. So when you're manifesting, you got to think about what it is you want to bring in. And you also have to plan some action. So, like each day, I write down some actions that I'm going to take that are going to get me to where I want to go. And so if you don't, it's so this is why like sometimes people are like, okay, manifesting, well, why don't you just pray to God? Oh, well, you still have to take action, right? You can pray all you want. And I'm not turning this into a religious thing. I'm just making
No.
an example. You can pray all you want, but at the end of the day, you still have to take the actions to make it happen, right?
Right.
So you did your books because you took action and you're bringing them to life.
Right.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
And they're like with everything, like if you think about it, we're physical, we're in the physical
Yeah.
realm. So of course we have to act.
Yeah.
I mean, we have to do something. The bed doesn't get made just by staring at it or praying about it.
Well, exactly.
Yeah.
And I think some people think that, okay, if I write down everything I want in a journal and think about it, it's just going to happen. No, you have to make it happen. You have to, but it's still about stepping into that alignment. Um, you can't, things aren't going to just happen. You have to make it happen. You have to take steps and do things to bring it in.
Yeah.
So,
And I also think that is a step, writing it down. People forget that
mhm.
that's actually an action too, right?
Yes, yes.
For years, I could never figure out what I wanted. Like when I was younger, people would be like, "Well, what do you want?" My friends would be like, "Well, what do you want?" And I'd be like, "I don't know." I couldn't even hone in on that. I mean, now I can, but that's even a difficult act for people to write down the list.
It is. I
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
Yep. Very true.
So, all right, how long have we been talking? I don't
I
even.
don't know.
Oh, let me.
Lost track.
I don't know. Doesn't everything changed on Zoom? So it used to show me like times and all. It doesn't do any of that. It's probably a way to do it, and I don't.
I don't even know if I can see it on here. Oh, let me see. So it's 10:32 if that helps.
Okay, I don't know what time we started, but we'll find.
Probably like around 9:45 we probably started.
Yeah, so it's late by you. I'm 2 hours behind. So yeah, anything else before we sign off for tonight?
Gosh,
Yeah.
I don't think so. I think we covered some good territory just
Yeah,
for our comeback.
I know. I know. I'm so
Um,
excited. So yeah, so I will put links to the books, everything we talked about, Mike's
yeah.
movie, Gina's sites, and also my sites and YouTube channels and so forth. Gina's
Mhm.
falling asleep because
No,
it's late there.
no, this is actually not late for me. I'm averaging 1 a.m. every night.
Oh my,
Yeah. So I got a few hours.
you'll get a second wind. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we hope that you stick around. Everybody sticks
Yeah.
around for the next few weeks to see what we have in store for you. And if you have any questions, you can always reach out to either one of us about our classes, about what we do. We
Yeah.
both do remote healing, virtual sessions. So If you're interested in learning a little bit more about Gina's practice or mine, just let us know. If you'd like to be a part of our newsletter as well,
Yeah, that's yes.
so yeah.
Yep.
So yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, stick with us and please share this if you're
Yes.
watching us all the way through. Share this.
Yes.
That's word of mouth is the best way to share things. So if there's people that you think would be interested in the types of topics that we talk about, then give us a share.
Yes, yes. And I was doing a healing circle in the Rochester, New York area. I'm in kind of talks with the people that I may be doing a virtual one, but eventually I'll be setting up something here locally too. So I'll keep everybody posted on that. And
Nice. Very
yeah,
nice.
so all right. Well,
All
thank
right.
everyone. Thank you, Gina.
Thank you. It was so good seeing you. And thank you everyone for joining us tonight. And we look forward to seeing you next month. Well, you'll see us on Wednesday.
Next week.
Next week. Yes.
All right. Thanks for
All right.
watching.
Bye bye.